morning to those in US and Europe, and good evening to those of you in Asia. Yes, today I'm doing a very special review for Sofia the First Royal Magic, the first 8 episodes. The first 8 episodes dropped to Disney Plus on Tuesday 26th. So I had to watch all the episodes. The first 3 episodes, the second 3 episodes, and yesterday I saw the last 2 episodes. So this is my review. Well, episode 1 is the Sophia. We see welcome to the first episode is called Welcome to Commonwealth. So yeah, it's about Sophia coming to a new school, comes well, and making friends with. She meets our Zane and Leila first, then she meets Camelia later. Then but it's a 23 minutes long, 23 or 24, not mistaken. But it was a 1 hour long episode 1. Episode 2, we get two, okay, now you get 2 different episodes. Episode 1, first part is Deborah, I like that because I see Sophia in the instance get power. Sue Storm's force field. Okay, that's great. I like it. Since Fantastic Four is part of Marvel, and Marvel Studios is part of this is owned by Disney, so we can yes it is. But it was awesome. Then okay. The second part is not second part was of episode 2 was okay, but I forgot what it's about. Then you got episode 3, episode 4, episode skip. So I want to tell you about the first 3 episodes. You get to see you see them in most of the episodes. Okay, I just want to do the third episode was very great because okay, not the first part. I don't know whether it's the second part of episode 3 is the one with the well, I forgot about the leader for marching crew leader. That one we are introduced to in the episode. We introduced to Zane's sister. That one, but we see Zane's sister in this, but they don't know about her much. That'll be in the later episode. That's episode 3. Episode 4 starts. The first one is about, first part of episode 4 is about Sophia helping Camelia, Mr. Cedric, all that kind of stuff. You see, she gets it wrong the first time, and she gets it right, and finally wants to become, she tells Mr. Cedric she wants to become the first sorceress queen. That's the first half. The second half of episode 4 is nice when Sophia gets back up. Zane's sister, Zaria. Okay, this part we know. I know. Okay, I have done some research, talked to the AI, and I can see the second part of episode 4, find out more about Savia's attitude. And Savia, I can say she's spot on like Wednesday Adams. Yeah. But of course she don't wear black, by the way. Only a dark blue skirt and the border. Yeah, I think it's a black bow. She's like Wednesday Adams got. Then we get to know about her, her background, all that. But of course we know Lights Rain, classic God, classic Wednesday Adams. Okay, she said we know she gets along with Sofia, all that. Then episode 5, the first segment is a royal picnic, family picnic. The one's in the garden. We finally get to see Baby. Okay, this what I won't get on into details, but because we didn't see him in the trailers or anything, what happened to him, he'll be back. We was by Tim Gunn, but not, but we didn't see him finally. We got to see him in this episode. Well, I can say we finally got to see him and finally got to see him do some stuff. When King Roland II calls him, he was saying like Sonic the Hedgehog, okay? But that's different. Then we know Amber get jealous about Sophia and all that kind of stuff. But one of the funny things in this episode is when she commands Clover. Oh man, that was just funny. Clover goes off after that. Then we know she makes a lot of kind of mistakes, Sophia Swan, lot for all that kind of stuff, and she managed to getting everything right. Okay. The second part of episode 5. Okay, I can see when Sophia's friends comes down to visit her in the Enchantia Castle. Okay, this episode was great. Well, this is the first episode. This episode is the first episode where you see Leila. You know more Leila Pen, bit more about Leila. And why? Then you know what? She panics and because of she wants to impress our Amber. Okay, the the panic moments here for Leila was. Once the panic moments called Roger played it. Okay, the first she wants the when she sees the portrait, she sees Amber's picture. She says she wants to impress. Sophia tells about Amber and all that. Then our Leila panics and how that ends. She meets Amber. Okay, of course, classic Amber. Everything comes with James and all that. So Sophia introduced Amber and James to Leila, Camelia, and Z. So they all said hi, all three of them. Then Camelia noticed a caterpillar on Amber's arm. You know the usual thing about Amber. Get it off. That moment. the moments and the caterpillar order, then we know by the episode you will see in the episode they play team sport. So before that, Leila borrows Sophia's gown. None this can be bit weird, but interesting. So what's good? Impress our she did not try to impress them, but okay. Since on okay. Say okay. What I can say is James okay when she plays a game with James and Amber. James's team was James already clicked with Camelia and James. He made friends with Camelia and James. So so she picked Zane and Camelia. While Amber is impressed, tried to pick Sophia and Leila. So you know what ends up there? Game they play. The James team play for fun, they won. And Leila ended up accidentally pushing Amber into the lake. Then she goes and change because she hates skating. No what she got on her. Then the Leela plans later to use her magic from her wand, bring a tea party. That ended up impressing Amber. Amber was impressed first, but ended up sending James, Zane, and Amber floating away in the air. Here is where it gets a bit interesting. Leela, finally used her magical butterfly wings to rescue them. James thought it was cool. Yeah, it was cool because Zane told him it was. But her wings. So we know where. Then she rescues Amber. She rescues Zane. Then James. Then finally she rescues Amber. Amber finally likes our Leila's magical butterfly wings and everything, and returns back to normal, and she gives them a ride. Okay, first James, then second Amber. Amber says she don't mind getting her MSC out. And stuff. So episode 5. Episode 6 was next. One just said when they hear the new horse on the block in this episode, and Wildfire was revealed, Bella was quite impressed. You know why? Because she was like Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony Friendship of Magic. Oh, yeah, really. Was really impressive. Then that was really impressive. She got it, and the episode was pretty damn impressive. Then in the second part we get good monster, we get bit about Zaria. Zane tells a bit more about his sister to a song, and we get him better, know her better, and then Sophia helped save the day with Zane. Or that saved the day. Then the free Cedric at the end, Mr. Cedric, and Zane catches him, and Mr. Cedric calls him his hero. And there's episode 6, second part. episode 7 was my favorite because, episode 7 got a sleepover. Okay, sleepover. This one's plus. This episode, but for me, some fans, especially for me, I think it's way better more than the sleepover from the original series in season 1, episode 1, the original series. Like, because it was, somebody made out of the original and I got all that kind of stuff. This one was way more better. Camilla surprised King Roland twice. The first one was in the porch of the castle, and she magically appeared next to him. And the second one, when she knocked down a armor, named armor, next to King Roland in the bedroom. The one, then the mahal by itself. Or the guys. This episode also had panic, brought the stuffies to life and lot of mishaps that happened in this episode. Then the second half was my favorite. It was like a typical HTTYD episode. How to Train Your Dragon. Because the way they did it was very good. Same was like he got finally he gets and we see Devin may more be, of course he was like snout lock strong this episode, but in the end saved the day. Zane saved the day through his observation and all that. Then he becomes a hero. Okay, in this episode, just want to say, I say, Cedric and Miss Nutter get on to like an old married couple. Yeah, okay. They moved the kids away, moved the princess and princess and from shipping with the stew. And they managed to get the dragon in. Finally, our Zane flies the dragon with Peppa. That's the end of episode 7. Episode 8 was last, my favorite. First one, we get to know more about Amber. She has grown. Her character has grown. But the throne room, we have seen she wants to do good deeds because it's a very rare activity. And then then guess who appears on the throne? Guess who? Yes, Camilla. She magically appears. Well, a lot of things go down, things, and this episode, finally, you get to see Ruby and Jade, and Sofia introduced Ruby and Jade to Camilla. Of course, we get classic Amber. She don't like gets dirty, and of course she treats skinning and the like a royal emergency. Next, then Amino in my dad, she asked Camilla to use some magic. Camilla, right? First time, she will surely make a mistake. Yeah, and she did. She brought vegetables to life. And Sofia, Ruby, Jade, Amber, and Camilla need to make things right again. Amber ended up saving the day. and Camilla managed to get things right. Okay, and finally, my, the second segment of episode 8 was that Sofia made a big mistake planting the lily gnome in the sun. Then we get to know a bit more about Leila in this episode. She likes gardening and she helps Leila helps our James and Sophia to catch the flower, and here comes Michael Jackson's music. The song, because the song is nice, but the music sounds like a Michael Jackson song. But it was very nice. He finally got the thing all together, and he finally presented the flower to him. And that's the end of the first 8 episodes. My favorite song is Time to Shine. Awesome from first half of episode 2. Then my castle home in the second half of episode 5. Then got some more songs I forgot. The lullaby and the hero song from Zane. The Zane episode, the Zane's hero episode. The second part of episode 6. Then, of course, the lullaby from episode 7. All that. And I like the one more. It's the episode 8, the second segment, the Michael Jackson version about music. The song that had Michael Jackson music. That one I like. So yeah, that's about it. So we wait to see what happens to whether the next episode comes out. So I see you again very soon. Bye.